I'm just not who I am before. I'm something different. So my new name is Love, aka Brother Love.
I know Diddy's lawyers are working overtime because once again, Diddy has been hit with another SA lawsuit. It was reported that producer Lil Rod is accusing the media mogul of operating a racketeering enterprise, groping him, forcing him to engage in acts with S-workers, and lacing alcohol for the guests in his home, including underage girls. Lil Rod also claims that he was required to record Diddy constantly, and he has hours of footage and audio of Diddy and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. Diddy's son Justin Combs is also named in the lawsuit as a defendant. So is Diddy's son involved in all of his shenanigans too? Lil Rod helped produce Diddy's recent album titled The Love Album, and he alleges that he was underpaid for that project and he's still fighting for his publishing. This has been a constant theme for Diddy for years. How many times have we heard that he's a shady businessman? He robs his artists blind, and now SA will forever be a part of Mr. Peace and Love's legacy too. These industry gatekeepers are something else. Ever since Cassie came out with her lawsuit against Diddy that he settled within 24 hours, the floodgates have been open for a lot of people to tell their stories, and I believe this is nothing but karma. Cassie shocked everyone when she gave details about the abuse she endured being with Diddy in court documents. Other celebrities even came out to back Cassie's claims about Diddy's controlling ways.
Cassie right here, the nigga jumped off the bar, came over and said, yo Cassie, tomorrow, I want you to shave the side of your head. This white woman's side of her head was shaved, my nigga. And the bitch looked good with it. So I was looking at Cassie, I was like, well, I was like, you're not about to do that, are you? She said, well, I mean, whatever Sean wants, I'm gonna do.
If you were to believe what Cassie has alleged in her lawsuit that was settled in under 48 hours, it says that a car was blown up, Kid Cudi's.
And if you believe that, which Cudi confirmed it, if you believe that, I mean, it is hard to believe that the average person is capable of, like, getting someone killed, especially through, like, poison or whatever. But now that we have it confirmed that he blew up Kid Cudi's car.
Worked for somebody that now it's on record that is capable of, at the very least, doing that. A lot of people suggest a whole lot more. If you had first-hand conversations with bodyguards that potentially helped along with any of that, or could talk to you personally about any of that, how would you feel leaving your house?
Kid Cudi even said that Diddy blew up his car when he found out that him and Cassie were involved. Diddy's shady ways have been an open secret for years, and now people finally have the courage to come out. And I believe that many more will come out too. I can only imagine the people he's done harm to over his 31-year run. 3 other women also filed suit against Diddy: Lisa Gardner, Joy Dickerson-Neal, and a Jane Doe. All of these women claimed that Diddy took advantage of or R-worded them violently. Jane Doe also claimed that she was underage when all of this happened, and pictures of them surfaced together in Diddy's office. It was revealed by Diddy's lawyers that the Jane Doe has a public-facing identity and wants to remain private. Diddy is of course denying these horrific allegations, but we know the truth. Cassie isn't Diddy's only victim because men like him have a pattern. If he could R-word, he will definitely unalive someone. And it makes me wonder if the conspiracies about Kim Porter are true, because I put nothing past him at this point. I think Diddy will do anything to protect his image, but now it's past the point of no return, and the truth is finally coming to light. It's also no surprise that Diddy's name has been involved with 2 of the biggest murders in hip-hop history. Keefe D was arrested last year for the death of Tupac Shakur, and he submitted a tape to the courts alleging that Diddy offered him $1 million to take Pac out because tensions between the East Coast and West Coast had reached an all-time high.
Which ones do you actually talk to Puffy at?
Every one.
Every one of them. Which of those 4 is it when you talk to him about murdering Tupac?
It was really about both of them. Either one of them. It was
Tupac and Suge, you mean?
Yeah, Anaheim.
So it's Harrell, you, Puffy, Zip, and a bunch of Southsiders. And what Puffy makes kind of an announcement?
Yeah, that was stupid as hell too, you know.
What did you actually hear? What was the words, if the best you can remember what he says?
Shit, he said he'd give us anything for them dudes there, you know? Yeah.
He'll give you anything for these guys' head? Yeah. What made it a specific, like, hey, I'm serious, I want you guys to kill these guys? I mean,
when he told me the greenbacks.
How's it go? How's the conversation go? I mean,
yeah, we wanted $1 million. Like, man, we'll wipe their ass out quick, you know? It's nothing.
Who brought up the amount of $1 million?
Shit, he did.
Puffy did?
Yeah.
Diddy hasn't been charged with anything as of late, but with his track record, I believe that he has something to do with it, and all of the rumors surrounding Tupac's death will finally make sense if it's true. For years and years, there have been rumors and allegations about Diddy's personal and professional life. And some rumors can be ridiculous and completely false, but I think where there's smoke, there's fire. And a lot of these things we hear about celebrities don't appear out of nowhere. Wendy tried to tell us a long time ago about Diddy.
I just have to hear this Diddy spot. Hi, Shanice.
Hey, Wendy, how are you?
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good.
I saw Diddy on Saturday, actually on 145th and Broadway. He had a big entourage with him. He was in a Jeep with no doors. And there was this girl in the back seat with a red mohawk. And he had a whole bunch of queens with him in the back with the girl. You could tell it was queens, the guys. So I don't know what he was doing over there, but
Queening out, as usual.
Exactly. So he had a big posse with him, and they just like stopped traffic and had a lot of cars honking and everything. So that's all.
I love it. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You have to admire his boundless energy, because I don't know where he gets it, or sometimes why he does some of the things that he does. And, you know, I mean, you know, that whole 24-hour Mr. Party Man, like, he genuinely loves to be up in the club partying. Just, wow.
You know, what's worse? You know, hip-hop wearing skirts, or hip-hop being closeted and having a plethora of kids to prove manhood, that, you know, and denial of something that you shouldn't have to deny, which is your sexuality. So I hear what Jamar is saying, but we come from a very homosexual era of hip-hop as well. There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle. There were many situations, none of which to talk about, but there were many situations back in the day in my career, and it's all coming full circle now.
She spilled so much tea on him that he ran her out of New York.
Did Diddy get Wendy Williams fired? Yeah, he sure did. And then what happened? It was I did the Wendy Williams show. Yeah, when I if I remember this story right, Wendy Williams she was saying a whole bunch of stuff about Puff that y'all talking about right now. In fact, Wendy Williams was the first one to expose Puff. And the things that she was saying about Puff, the allegations, he was denying them. But Wendy was in the way saying she knew him. So the more she kept talking about it, the more and more he used his power to get her fired. And then she wasn't supposed to say his name out her mouth again unless she was doing an interview or something like that she could speak on him.
Diddy's been guilty of doing unsavory things for a long time. But because he was such a powerful person in hip-hop, people turned the other cheek and acted like nothing was happening. And because of that, more people were hurt by him. But this is what happens when you give a monster money and power. Diddy has left nothing but a trail of death and destruction behind him. And I'm only scratching the surface. Think about all of the things that haven't been said. A lot of your faves and gatekeepers of the industry are evil, power-hungry people who prey on the people around them just because they can. But as of recently, a lot of these people are being exposed, and I think we'll be hearing a lot more about what really goes on behind the scenes. The industry is not for the weak. It's a really dark and cutthroat business. Fame, money, and power make people do things that they wouldn't normally do, and it's been like that since the beginning of time. And unfortunately, Diddy isn't the first and won't be the last horrible person in the industry.
But that I know how I really want to be loved, but I'm like scared.
But if you want to hear more about Diddy and all of his shady business dealings throughout the years and more juicy tea, click this video and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Gossip Snob for more breakdowns and deep dives about your favorite celebrities and reality stars. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!